It's Alexis Hasselberger here, time management and productivity coach. Does your work ebb and flow? And maybe around the holidays, it's one of those times where it's about to ebb a little bit. You've got a little more breathing room than you do the rest of the year. Usually people are out of town, not this year, but people are still taking some time off. Not a lot of deals are getting made. It's a time where things are just a little bit slower. And so when we find ourselves in those moments, and they don't happen very often, there are ways that we can use that time to really take advantage of it to set ourselves up for success when things get slammed again, which we know is just around the corner. And so, if you're experiencing one of those times at work where things are just a little bit slower, there's just a little more breathing room, I have some suggestions for how you can use that time to your advantage. So, a few different categories to think about. One of them is thinking about purging and decluttering, right? All that paper, all that stuff that's accumulated, clear off your desk, start fresh for the new year, remove all that clutter. Remove paper, scan it, digitize it, just get rid of it if you don't need it anymore. Unsubscribe to a whole bunch of stuff that's filling up your inbox that you don't need anymore. You can use tools like Unroll Me to help you unsubscribe, so you don't have to do every one just one by one. You can also organize things, get things set up, get into place. So again, like digitizing your files, maybe just clearing off that desktop and getting things filed in the right places, deleting all those screenshots you no longer need that are on your desktop or the things that are filling up your downloads folder, really just clearing and cleaning slate. This might be a time to tackle inbox zero if that's something that you have been wanting to do, or maybe you've been there before, but your email just gotten a little out of control. This is a great time to do that. You can also use this time just for some thinking and reflection, right? We so often, and especially this year, just have not had much time to rise our head above the fray, the water, and just take a look around and see how we can reflect on the past year. I know we've probably been doing a lot of that just because, we keep having to change all the time with everything that 2020 is bringing us, but we can reflect in a way that's a little bit more methodical. And so one method I like to use is called Keep, Start, Stop. And with this method, what you're going to do is just think about, what are the things that you want to keep doing? There are things that are serving you well, that are working well for you. What are you going to keep doing? What are there things that you want to start doing? So maybe some things that you've been missing or you've been wanting to try or practices you really should get into. What are some things that you'd like to start? And then what are some things you want to stop doing? What are you doing that's not serving you anymore? What are you doing that, maybe it's just taking up too much time? It doesn't make you feel good. You're kind of regretting saying yes, or you're, kind of going to flake out maybe because you just don't want to do it. What are those things that you just want to stop doing, that you want to stop saying yes to so they can get off your plate or maybe remove yourself? So keep, start, stop is a really solid way to do a little reflection. And then lastly, maybe think about using this time just for a breather, just to catch your breath, just to relax a little bit. How many times have you put in a 50, 60, 70-hour week and not even thought twice about it, right? But we would feel really bad if we were going to put in a 20-hour week to combat that 60-hour week that we took, right? Why do we feel like that, right? If work ebbs and flows, then we should feel like we can take a little bit of a breather in the times that are not as fast paced so that we have that energy, those reserves for the times where we're going to need to really push again. So think about how you can relax just a little bit if things are slow right now. You don't need to feel guilty about it. You have put in the time. You can relax. So I hope this is helpful. If you've got a little bit of a slowdown at work, think about, maybe one or two of these strategies, something that you might like to try to really make use of those slow times.
Hey guys, just a quick reminder to like and subscribe. Fun fact, only 13% of people that watch our videos are actually subscribed. So it's actually a huge help to just quickly like and subscribe, and yeah.